Scientists recently conducted a study where participants were asked to sit in an empty room for 15 minutes with nothing but their own thoughts. They were given one alternative: push a button to receive a painful electric shock. Many chose the shock. They preferred physical pain over the experience of sitting in silence, without the aid of a digital distraction. The reflexive reach for a phone before even getting out of bed has become a nearly universal morning ritual. This friction with stillness is a biological response to an environment designed to provide constant, interruptive signals. This loop illustrates the mechanism behind that friction. Constant stimulation triggers dopamine spikes, which over time creates a physical dependency on continuous input. Dopamine is the chemical of anticipation, not necessarily pleasure. It drives the urge to seek, to refresh, and to scroll. Every notification serves as a behavioral slot machine, training the brain to demand the next hit of information. When this system runs without interruption, the brain loses its ability to power down. In this state, the absence of input feels like a vacuum, an empty space rather than a peaceful one. While many assume they simply hate the feeling of being bored, the discomfort usually stems from a desire to avoid unprocessed emotion. Removing external noise causes the internal volume to spike. This transition forces a confrontation with thoughts that are usually drowned out: anxiety, loneliness, or quiet regret. This map highlights the default mode network, which activates when the mind is at rest. It takes over when you stop focusing on external tasks, handling self-identity and emotional memory. But with unresolved stress, this system triggers rumination, making stillness feel like an emotional trap. This pattern often begins with childhood conditioning. Many were taught to prioritize productivity and suppress sensitivity. Staying busy became a learned defense mechanism against processing difficult feelings. Digital distraction serves as a modern form of emotional anesthesia. The longer we use scrolling or work to avoid self-reflection, the more threatening silence eventually becomes. This cycle of avoidance eventually leaves a physical mark on the brain's hardware. Through neuroplasticity, your daily habits act as the architect for your internal neural structure. Repeated behaviors physically strengthen specific neural pathways. Habitual, rapid-fire stimulation trains the brain to prioritize short-term engagement over the capacity for sustained focus. The rewired nervous system begins to crave intensity in every moment, needing background videos during meals, podcasts to fall asleep, or music just to focus. Corporations exploit this neural vulnerability. Features like infinite scrolling and variable rewards are engineered to keep the dopamine system in a state of constant activation, harvesting attention for profit. We are left in a state of internal exhaustion. While we stay connected to global feeds, we lose the connection to our own intuition, leading to rising rates of anxiety and a persistent sense of feeling lost. Silence offers the exact medicine required to reverse this cycle. Prolonged stillness forces the nervous system to recalibrate, allowing the mind to finally settle into its natural state. Recovery begins with small, intentional steps. Sitting in silence for 5 minutes a day builds a tolerance for the initial discomfort, slowly breaking the grip of dopamine-driven cravings. Embracing boredom is a prerequisite for change. By removing multitasking and constant background noise, the brain regains the space necessary for creativity and emotional processing to resume. Tools like breathwork and journaling provide a physical outlet for this transition. Slow breathing signals safety to the amygdala, while writing allows the subconscious to surface and resolve hidden emotional patterns. Voluntarily sitting with your own mind represents the ultimate form of agency in a world designed to steal your focus. The neural pathways you reinforce today define the internal landscape you will inhabit tomorrow.
If this video added value in your life, please like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to Mind Reprogramming.